Okay, we're live. We're good to go. Hey, everybody, this is Bobby Clue at the Somerset-Pulaski County Chamber of Commerce. Back at it again for another one of our virtual ribbon cuttings. So today, we are at Lake Cumberland Regional Airport. This is exciting. We are out of town here just a little bit. We get to do something fun today. I'm here with Dicey Aviation, Daryl and Amberly. Dicey, welcome, and thank you very much for taking the time to do this. So I'm very excited. We're kind of standing here next to the runway at the airport here, and I'd love for you to tell us a little bit about Dicey Aviation. Can you tell us what do you guys do?
So our current specialty, we offer flight training. We're a flight training service straight from the beginning of no license all the way up to commercial pilots. We're opening our aviation maintenance facility next week here on the airport, so we'll be offering annuals and other inspections for airplanes all the way from small airplanes up to turbines. But mainly right now we're focusing on making new pilots, having people come down, do discovery flights, and sign up for lessons and get their pilot's license.
So that's really that's exciting. I think a lot of people out there probably want to learn how to fly. I mean, it's a general, it's kind of uncharted territory up there for a lot of people, and they would never know really where to get started. So you're where to get started.
We are where to get started. We're the first big flight school that's been established here in Somerset and ever.
How long does it take for a person to get their license, to learn how to fly an airplane?
If you're hard at it and you're doing it twice a week, you can do it in 6 months.
And you don't have to own an airplane, right? How does that work? How would that work if I wanted to get my license? An airplane's a big investment. How do you do that?
Well, you would start out with us, and we use hours for instruction. Once you're ready to build solo time, you can rent our aircraft for cheaper than being instructed. Of course, then you can get all your hours that you need in our aircraft. And in the future, we hope to have multiple aircraft, so we can go from the ground up all the way, like you said, in commercial, and that requires having an airplane, and that's a good place to start.
Can you tell me a little bit about your background, how you got into this? How did you get into flying in the first place?
I started flying when I was 17. I got a scholarship to get about 30 hours of airplane time, and then I joined the Army right out of high school, was a helicopter mechanic for 4 years, and then I went to flight school and I flew Apache helicopters for another 8 years.
Oh wow.
So I've been flying since I was 17, been flying helicopters since 2002, and then I got together with Amberly and we decided that we wanted to open a flight school and bring aviation to Somerset. We have a gorgeous airport. This is a beautiful area, and we can offer some tours over the lake as well, but we wanted to get started and bring that back to Somerset.
We talked about that this morning with the group. We told them we were coming out here and for a ribbon cutting, and some of our chamber ambassadors, they're going to come join us for that in-person ribbon cutting. That was something I thought was interesting. We've got this huge asset here in Lake Cumberland, and I was wondering if you even offer that service. It sounds like you do. So if somebody wants to come here, they're maybe wanting to do an aerial tour of Lake Cumberland, you can provide that for them.
We do. We have authorization from the FAA to do aerial tours, local area tours. So we go out over the lake, we go down over Cumberland Falls, and we take a trip back. It's about an hour long.
How much does something like that cost?
For our 45-minute tours, $100.
Okay, so it's really affordable. That'd be kind of a neat. That'd be pretty neat. How about we go inside?
Absolutely.
It's a little windy out here. We'll go inside and we can talk a little bit more in there. So this is the airport terminal for anybody who's tuning in today. I'll get the door for you guys. Pretty cool. This is a beautiful, beautiful building. We'll go into the main part of the terminal here. We'll do a walkthrough.
Good, how are you?
So you probably know as much about
Make sure he was okay.
Anybody. Where's Kelly at? There's Kelly Baker.
Hello.
So we're just doing a quick live here with Dicey Aviation, and we're going to show off a little of the terminal if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Great. All right. Yeah, this is beautiful. How about right here? Is this okay? Sure. Somewhere in this vicinity? Yeah. All right. Can you hear us better now? Okay, I knew you would be able to in here. That wind is a booger.
It's chilly this morning too.
So how long have you been offering flight lessons now?
We opened up a year ago this month.
I thought it was about a year ago when you all
right
joined.
at a year.
the chamber.
We've done over 300 instruction hours.
300 instruction hours. So there's a lot of interest here in this area.
We have 12 full-time students right now.
Wow, that's neat.
Just hired our second instructor, so now we have 2 instructors to be able to offer more. So we'll be running that airplane 6-7 days a week.
Well, let me ask you, how do people get a hold of you all if they want to take some flight lessons? Where do they start? Can they go to a website, Facebook? How do they do that?
We have a website, www.dicey-aviation.com. We have our phone number, which will come to me. You'll unfortunately have to talk to me, but 606-744-9870. And we do have a Facebook page too. It's under Dicey Aviation LLC. All of those will get one of us, and you can start there with pricing, hours, how long it takes to get you there. It's real easy to get a hold of us. Yeah, and I can give you all the information you need if you.
I love the tour concept, and I'm sure that doesn't pay the bills, but I mean, you really want to impress somebody on a first date. What about a flight over Lake Cumberland?
Absolutely.
You know, I mean,
sunset flight.
Yeah, right. I mean, or I bet it would be really neat to do one of those flights, a tour of the lake during maybe one of the major holidays, or the poker run, or something like that.
Poker run is a good time to do it.
Or the raft up.
Yep.
I bet that is really neat to see that from the air.
We did some photo shooting last year over Lake Cumberland. Just take pictures of boats and stuff.
How do you do that? What if somebody wanted to do some aerial photography? Do you have the equipment to do that for them, or do they need to bring their own cameras? How does that work?
We do have the equipment to do it. It's not something that we're really pushing right now due to the fact that drone usage is the main aerial photography market right now, and we don't have that. But we have done some aerial photography for some people.
I've just got all sorts of fun questions now. So what about if I wanted to go to a UK basketball game? Could you guys fly someone up to the game, and we could pick up a car at the airport and go to the game?
So we have our application in with the FAA. We are going to start a Part 135, is what's called charter certificate.
Okay.
So we are bringing a charter service to Lake Cumberland. It's just a process. Everything with the FAA is.
So someday.
Yes, hopefully within the next year.
I think that's a great idea. You know, a lot of times if you wanted to go to maybe the Final Four down in Nashville or Atlanta, I mean, that would be right up my alley. That sounds awesome. And then fly down, pick you up a couple days later, and
that will
come
be
back.
our market. Will be events like that, business meetings, short hops, Atlanta, Cincinnati, even Chicago, over toward the East Coast, places like that, or destinations somewhere in Florida.
Destin.
Places like that.
Well,
That'll
gosh, there's all sorts of opportunities. I mean, think about if you want to take a direct flight, a lot of times I fly out of Nashville.
Right.
So from here to Nashville and then back. I mean, that would be.
If you look at Somerset, we are basically a 35-minute flight from every major airport.
Sure.
We're an hour from Atlanta.
I think we're wonderfully well centered here to have something like that. But I'm sure it does take some time. But that's exciting that's in the
works.
That's
in the
great.
Process. We're looking to acquire our next airplane. We're trying to have a fleet, so to speak. So
how about some other long-term plans? Any other ideas you can share with us today?
Those are the 3 big ones today.
Good.
We would like to offer helicopter instruction next year. I love airplanes, but helicopters are where my heart is. That's where I grew up flying. So we're trying to offer helicopter instruction by the beginning of next year.
Okay.
So our maintenance facility opens next week. We have our works for the Part 135 certificate for charter, and then helicopter instruction coming soon, hopefully.
So if you have an airplane, a lot of people you can work on all those. The maintenance.
I can work on them, and we can fly them. We're covered to do anything they want to do. So if you want to bring your own airplane to learn how to fly, I can teach you how to fly your own airplane.
Sure. Airplane brokerage, things like that, that's probably in the future for you too.
Absolutely.
As well. Somebody's looking to buy a plane, I guess.
That is buying an airplane can be a process, and we've experienced it this year.
It sounds very scary, to
it can be.
make a massive investment, something that costs as much as a house.
But get with somebody that's done it before like us, and we'd be happy to guide them in their process of buying an airplane.
Set them up with a pre-buy inspection with our mechanic. That's something you have to do before you get one, is perform a pre-buy inspection. You wouldn't want to not do that. But we have this just a hidden gem here that a lot of people don't know about.
Yeah,
as you can see, it's.
We talked about this morning with a large group of our chamber ambassadors, and I'm telling you, I bet there was a third of them that didn't even know this existed. Yeah. And this is the best kept secret in Pulaski County.
I think
it is
so too.
Gorgeous. It is one of the nicest airport terminals in the state. You know, outside of
by far.
the Golden Triangle. I mean, it's
Right, the Golden Triangle.
It's pretty amazing.
From the
but-
get-go, that's what
Yeah.
what one of my goals was, to kind of reignite the
Sure.
aviation flame here in Pulaski County, because I think we have a beautiful place to do it.
We also do an airport breakfast every month.
Third Saturday of every month.
Third Saturday of every month.
And is that for people who have planes out here
Anybody.
at the terminal? Anybody
Drive
can come
in
out?
or
Yeah,
drive
drive
in
in or
or
fly in.
fly in.
Really?
Yep.
How many airplanes do we have?
20-ish
Yeah, 20,
last
22
month before
airplanes.
last.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we serve a breakfast here.
That's
Everybody
great.
kind of hangs out, comes in, and we usually go over one of the advisory circulars with the FAA to just make sure we have a little educational piece on it. Last month we did non-towered airport operations, so that we kind of get a little learning piece in there.
Sure.
So
That's
yeah,
really neat.
It's really
Yeah, it's a
fun.
pancake breakfast, pancake, sausage, bacon.
Yeah, you go wrong with that,
It's
right?
free, fly in.
Socialization.
Yeah.
Right, free breakfast, a bunch of airplanes on the ramp.
Well,
and
it
it's a good
sounds
time.
like you guys have really captured kind of a niche market down here too.
I
You
hope
know,
so.
you're providing a service that was probably not here before.
It was needed.
And those are the kind of things that, you know, we want to bring to our community. You know, not only do we have a regional hub and a growing community, I think, here in Pulaski County, but you know, we've got 4 million visitors that come here every year to Lake Cumberland. So having all these different tools in the tool chest only make us a better community. So it's great to have Dicey Aviation in Pulaski County.
We're glad
to hear it. So one more time, guys, we are out here, Lake Cumberland Regional Airport. We're in the terminal right now, and I would encourage everybody to come out here and just check it out. Come see Kelly and just have her give you a tour. Just check this building out. You can rent this building if you want to. If you want to host an event out here, this is an amazing space that most people probably don't even know it's here. So W.O. Newell Road, we're right here, Kit Cowan, you know, Baskin Robbins. I think it's light number 21, is that right? 21? Out there on 27, is it light number 21 that you turn? Light number 21. So turn and come check this place out. And again, I want to thank Amberly, I want to thank Daryl, Dicey Aviation, and one more time, how do we get a hold of you guys?
www.diceyaviation.com or 606-744-9870, or catch us on our Facebook page, Dicey Aviation LLC.
Guys, there you go. Another one of our virtual ribbon cuttings in the books. Really excited about this one. It's fun to go find find neat places, you know, kind of off the beaten path sometimes. Tune in. We're going to have more of these. We've got another virtual ribbon cutting next week. But right now, what we're going to do is we are going to go outside and we're going to do one of our very famous socially distanced ribbon cuttings. So until next time, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great day.